Set, Smile. Hey, welcome back again. It's teaser day number 2. I'm Rich Bontrager, more commonly known as a Trigger, and that is Sandra Dee Robinson, my wonderful, amazing co-host and friend.
So today we have a couple minutes. We're going to kind of let you know a little bit about what we're doing with this upcoming masterclass. But today we're going to make sure you have something to walk away with, because that's what everything we're doing is about. That's what the masterclass that we're talking about is going to do for you. It's not just talking at you. We're going to have hot seats, but we're also going to have Q&A. We're going to have opportunities for people to come in with anything that is holding you back from showing up as your very best self. Anytime you do video for your business, social media videos, even the ones that are just the walk and talks with your iPhone or your smart device, that is exactly who we're talking to. We're talking to you. And I know that you can be really, really good at what you do. But as we said in our previous lives here, you probably could have gone to school for being a doctor, a lawyer, a coach, and all the things that you have mastered and you are so good at. Chances are you did not have a course to help you show up immediately looking like a celebrity or a pro on camera. And it helps, it matters. And so that's who we're talking to. If that's you and you have, a hesitation of any kind to get in front of a camera and use video for your business, today is for you. And the class we're going to talk about is going to be for you too.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned all these different business industries that we can be in. Within our own industry, we can be confident. You can be a confident doctor, confident lawyer, school teacher, and you put a camera in front of you, and all of a sudden you're like, I
How do
lost
I
all
do
my
this?
confidence. I'm a teacher, but I can't tell you what I do. And it's
Yeah.
amazing what happens, right?
It is amazing. And I know it happened to me. I mean, I know what that feels like. And I also think that there are a lot of folks that are feeling that pressure. And there is a pressure, right? There's a societal pressure to be really comfortable and great on camera. And especially if you didn't grow up with a selfie stick in your hand, that can seem a little weird and a
Right.
little uncomfortable, just like energetically weird. Let's just say it's energetically weird. And even for those that were raised with one of these in their hand,
Yep.
it still has an element of how do you show up as your best? Because you don't want to show up as a confident 18-year-old person. If you have a business that you're running and you're trying to attract high-end clients, there is a certain persona that you want to have, and it is the authentic version of you on your best day. So all of this sounds like a lot to handle. It actually will feel extremely easy when you finally get there. The day that I finally broke through, stopped trying to be perfect, I stopped trying to be perfect, and I had this breakthrough one day because I didn't think that the recording was actually happening. I thought that it was just a rehearsal, and I kind of goofed off a little bit, and I was myself, and I had someone walk up that was actually shooting the video and say, that was fantastic. That was great.
Yes.
And I had to stop for a second and go, I didn't do anything.
Well, and that's
That's
part
it.
of the trick. So if you are a lawyer or a teacher, part of the way I think to do this is like a teacher, let's say. Class is gone, it's after hours, you got your camera, you're trying to get used to it. Your stage is your classroom. Practice videotaping and doing content. You can always delete it, but practice in your natural stage setting where you exude. You're a teacher, you're the authority in the room. It will
Yes.
help you be confident on camera because you're in your confidence space. If you move off that space and try to do it someplace where it isn't your natural stage or where you thrive, you might feel more awkward and nervous about it. And yes, the content may not be the best, and you may not be the best. So start with where your natural stage is. It's an easy thing. We often miss it, Sandra. We often move
Yeah.
off stage and go someplace else.
Yeah. And it's also too, I want to speak to, there's a whole lot of people right now, and I know several in my community and in my surrounding life that have been laid off.
Yes.
We've got the government workers, but there's more than that going on. So I have one client that has started with me, and I have to share this. She was so excited that she got laid off. Sounds crazy.
Ooh.
She was excited because she had a thing, her little side gig, right? That she had been passionately wanting to get rolling, really full
Mm-hmm.
time get rolling. And when she got the little slip that said, "Thank you very much, clean out your desk," she was like, Yay! And she said, I had to contain my excitement because my coworkers were, moping around and upset. And she was like raring to go. So if you are in that category, I thought, what a beautiful thing to look at the possibilities of where you can go. If there's something that is a side gig for you or just a hobby that you wish you could make money at, maybe this is the time to really jump in and boost that brand so that you can really kick off. Because let's face it, when that last check comes in, there's a bit of panic that can settle in, right? So if you are
Absolutely.
starting something new and you want to accelerate it, I can honestly say, and I think you'll agree with me, Rich, nothing is going to do that brand awareness faster than doing videos. And they can be a variety of videos. We'll talk about that in the masterclass, how easy it can be and how professional videos can help you too, and where those are actually best to be set up for you in order to help you grow your business. But doing social media videos, getting that out there, even on levels like our platforms like LinkedIn. LinkedIn never used to be like that. LinkedIn
No,
used to
no.
be really, oh, sorry, LinkedIn, boring, right?
Mhm.
Many years ago, it was like, oh, I don't want to go on that. That's not where I want to be. And now it is. So there are a lot of ways that you can get your brand out very simply, very quickly, really get people engaged. All those little tricks are going to be what we're talking about. So if you have something new and you want to grow it fast, the masterclass is where you're going to want to be with us. And
So
that's on the 23rd.
I want to answer Tim Gillette's question. Tim wants to know, you on Restream, is it better than StreamYard? Here's one of those confidence questions, Tim.
Yes.
You may not think about this. Confidence in the platform you use is amazing. I did try StreamYard. I tried other ones.
Yep.
I tell people I love Restream. First of all, it's very TV-esque. It makes you look like you are on TV. Number two, the interface, the behind the scenes production stuff that I run for Sandra and I,
Yeah.
it's so natural. It flows. I can do this and I can produce our own shows. I mean, we produce for other people. But my confidence by knowing this platform is not going to let me down lets me do so much more when I speak and I show. And Sandra and I don't have to worry about anything. We
It's
have
so true.
presets, we have timers, we can pop up things. So, Tim, yes, Restream is powerful, but one of the tips is select your platform where you can be confident
If
because
that's Zoom, right, Rich? If it's Zoom, because we all know Zoom, then use Zoom. I
then
mean,
use it.
yeah. I even have you, Rich. I hire Rich to come and produce some of my stuff that I do on Zoom. Truly, because I am not, know yourself. I am not great at running all the stuff that he's running right now, putting up the QR code for our class. Go there, learn more about it. And it's super affordable. We made it super affordable because we have a number of people that we want to help personally. So
Yes.
go learn more about the class, join us. It's quick, it is deep, it is transformative, and you're going to walk away feeling extremely confident, not just in what you do, but who you are on camera. And that's the most important thing. That's what we're headed towards.
Well, and one of the other things about confidence, a lot of people are doing this alone, Sandra. We know we're shooting our selfies, we're walking, talking, we're doing all this stuff. One of the confidence factors that I really love about working with Sandra and other people that do get to collaborate with, I trust them explicitly. There is something that happens that the confident level of me goes up as I know they're going to shine, they're going to hold their own. I don't need to prop them up. They're not going to say something stupid and blow us all out of the air. So if you're looking to partner with people,
Yes.
find people that you know will help you rise together because their confidence together is a synergy and an energy. And you saw some of the comments earlier. Kira was talking about how we're magical, we're fun, we're this and that. That's something that Sandra and I know, and that's a
Similar energy.
confidence that helps us.
And I was mentioning on our last live that I get called in sometimes by production companies when people are starting their podcast. And Rich, you help people start their podcast, but
Yes.
sometimes they say, I want to host with my best friend. And sometimes, you ever notice, Rich, that your best friend sometimes is so much like you? I've had best friends that, like, we would walk in and we would be mixed up. People would call me her name and her my name. I'm
Yes.
like, no, no, no. And to put somebody like that as your best friend as a co-host for you on your show, and you're so much alike, you talk alike, you walk alike, you dress
Yes.
alike. I'm like, all right, guys, this is a problem. They're like, no, 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 we're great
Yes.
together. I'm like,
Yes.
no, you're great together. But from the audience point of view, there's no difference in the two of you. There's a dynamic that has to happen when you are pairing with somebody. The energies have to be right. The similarities have to be there. That's nice. But
Yeah.
the differences have to be there. Like with Rich and I, right? He is the tech dude. He is media. I am Hollywood. I am feel good. I am make sure that you are feeling like you're wearing your own skin. That's the most important approach for me. So combined, we do really well together, but we're
Yeah.
not the same.
No, it's like two sides of the same coin and it works together. So again, that confidence that we're speaking of, know who you're pairing up with and know how you do compliment. There's things that Sandra's going to bring up that I would never have thought of. Vice versa,
What?
I will bring up things and it builds on the conversations and you can feel the strength as we go up and up together. So
Mhm.
these are some great confidence tips. You got to think about this. Also, one of the things about confidence on camera and mic is the first thing you do, silence and mute everything. You do not want those beeps, those chimes, those squeaks. It bothers you. It will bother your partner or the interviewing person you're with, and it breaks your audio because if you don't turn like I'm on a Mac, so my Mac has a focus button, cancels all other sounds. If I don't hit that while we're talking, there'll be a tweep, a burp, a something,
Yeah.
and either one of us is going to realize that's not cool.
Well, nobody's perfect. That happened today. Did you hear it? I heard a little chime and I like instantly went up to my focus and clicked off, right? Like, ah. So it's not, again, it's not about being perfect. Being confident
No.
isn't about being perfect in the slightest bit. In fact, I have a video I'm putting up in a little bit that is something that Rich and I went through yesterday. My camera actually shut off in the middle of an interview.
Yes.
I just disappeared, like on Bewitched, where she goes boom and disappears. That was me. I just went, God.
But
And
this is the cool thing. Now listen very carefully. What did you do, Sandra? Did you panic? You freak out? You cry? You scream? What?
you want to, but there is the, the emotional regulation work comes in handy. But it is that like, okay, fine. I knew that Rich had it. And even if you're by yourself, there's a minute or two that's going to be quiet. It's fine. And I went back to, I have a nice little camera that I invested in that I'm using today. I went back to the one that was in my computer because it was working at the moment. And I popped back on and the green screen was a little messed up. There were things that weren't, and I just figured, what is important? Helping the guest feel comfortable, helping the guest share what they can, and helping the audience learn from the guest.
Yes.
It's not about the little glitches that I had then developed during the interview with my green screen and my camera. I think we still had a really good interview. She
Oh,
was an awesome guest, and the focus isn't on me and my background. The focus when I'm doing an interview is on delivering to the audience the best that we can from the guest. So it's knowing where to put your thoughts and your attention. Panic is never going to serve you. Stuff will go wrong.
well, and then the confidence of your topic, your guests. So just flow back into it. Have a laugh. Admit, hey, did you see that happen? Wow. And because Sandra literally grabbed her camera and she had to uncover it. And on as I'm interviewing, talking, she's doing this over here. We didn't bat an eye.
Mm-mm.
So the confidence is I'm okay. And some people, we were talking with some other people yesterday. How many of us love bloopers? We love loving the gag reels.
Yeah.
So don't be ashamed of a gag reel moment live while you're doing your production. Some people absolutely love it because you're authentic, you're real, you're
Yeah.
able to overcome it because your confidence is I'm okay. People will play to that and love you more if you just continue to shine on and on.
The best example of that, if anybody watches Saturday Night Live, don't
Oh,
you love, like, we love Jimmy Fallon hasn't been on the show. They're going to go back and host it for years, but I still go back and watch how he broke the third wall and cracked up,
yes.
broke character constantly. And when they do break, you have to, you just enjoy, I enjoy it that much more because you're like, oh, they're so human, right? Like that's, and I love it. And so it does kind of give you that sense of freedom and the relax into the fact that things can go wrong. You can laugh at the wrong times. You can say the wrong thing, the wrong bullet point, and go, "Oh, what?" Just call it out. I screw up and I go, "Well, that's one for the blooper roll." In fact, I
Yeah.
think I did it yesterday when the camera went down. I'm like, "Oh, there you go."
So one of the things about confidence is if you have a FUBA, a thing, it's not a hit against you. Don't take it personal. Don't get caught up in the moment or right now of like, oh, and like when I was in sports play-by-play and talk shows, if I fubbed a name, I just went on. And then I caught it the second time and read it. I did not say, hey, stop. I'm sorry. It's not Ted Baxter. It's Ted Bobby. And Ted Bobby is his real name. And I make Bobby a big deal right now. Don't do that. Your confidence is, I will pick it up the next time and we're just going to go because you're okay. They're okay. And no one got hurt.
That's a good way to put it. No one got hurt. Exactly.
So if these are the things you're looking for, if this is going to help you, again, have that confidence, learn how to shine, market, help your brand, your company. Like Sandra said, there's a lot of people unemployed right now. They're trying to figure out what to do. The power of video will help you show up so well. It's going to set you apart from the crowd. So, Sandra, what can you tell us more about this class?
Well, the class is going to be very personal and we're keeping it small for a reason. I mean, there are times we're going to do 2 people in a hot seat. By the way, if you want that, when you register, you'll get the opportunity to be in the hot seat where we actually work with you specifically on either a video you have or a message that you have. We're doing presentation and messaging. We're doing everything around what may be blocking you from really stepping into this arena of being on camera because it is not going away. And with the rise of AI, it is even more important that you personally come out real, authentic, sloppy, messy, all the things that you do, and be comfortable with that because we're looking for the real right now. I don't know about you, but I don't want to watch a video that is AI. I don't want to see that. I use AI. I'll admit I use it. It's very helpful sometimes. And I use it in my marketing, but I don't market with AI video and I won't count on that ever for me. I want to hear somebody and see somebody who is being real. And to be comfortable being real, that's where we want to get you so that it is easy for you. And if it's easy and you look good and you have fun, you're going to do it more often. And you're going to share what the experience of being with you in your business is actually like. So especially if you're starting something new, and taking that side gig to a full-time thing. It could be an MLM marketing company. This is great for people that are getting on Zoom and talking about their products and explaining what it is they're doing or doing presentations online. There's a lot of occasions where people can really, really boost their bottom line and bring in some extra money just by becoming themselves on camera and being confident with that as much as they are in what they're talking about.
So, like, for example, if you're in real estate and you're going to walk through a house, it's not just the house. It's you talking about the house, demonstrating the house. I know a lot of real estate people are just begin to dabble in the idea that I can do a live and present it. But how do I present myself while I'm presenting the house?
Yeah.
It's all brand, it's all marketing. And like Sandra said, we're actually going to be talking on our next teaser coming up for, we are going to talk about AI versus the authentic you. You can use AI, but the authentic you, like Sandra says, what people want. And that's where the confidence, the messaging, the branding comes in. But you are the brand, not your robot AI. And we're going to talk about the differences, the advantages, but how the authentic you is the most important thing when it comes to shining on mic and shining on camera.
For sure. So click that QR code, learn more about our masterclass, which is coming up on the 23rd. It is midday Central and Eastern time. So we're trying to make it viable for everybody because we know we have people from all over the globe that we can help and serve. And that's our goal. We want to make sure that we help you step out bigger, bolder, to have absolutely no fear, no inhibitions, and feel as confident using the camera and setting everything up and getting your message out as you are when you meet people in person with your business, because who you are in person is who we want to see when we see your videos.
And our goal, our dream is to help 1,200 people gain that confidence that we're talking about. So please, as we wrap up, I'm going to bring back up the QR code. Hit the QR code, come and join us and watch our next teaser event for Ready, Set, Smile, the masterclass with Sandra Dee Robinson and myself, Rich Bontrager. Until then, we'll see you and have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.